Think like an entrepreneur, act like a CEO. In case you are about to make up your mind to buy this book and you don't have access to it, quickly I will be sharing with you the table of content so that you can make up your mind quickly to get a copy for yourself. Remember that knowledge is light, ignorance is always the mountain, and it takes requisite knowledge to roll away the mountain. And that's exactly what we do at Merchant of Knowledge Africa. Remember, our mission remains to change the narrative of Africa as a non-reading continent and to roll away the mountain of ignorance. Quickly, the table of content of this great book, Think Like Entrepreneur, Act Like a CEO. Chapter 1, to launch something new, you need a good plan. To launch something new, you need a good plan. Take note of that. Chapter 2 talks about think like an entrepreneur wherever you are. No matter where you are, think like an entrepreneur. Chapter 3, listening is your surefire. Go to career strategy. Chapter 4, tweak your brand to send clear messages. Tweak your brand to send clear messages. Chapter 5, start now to build leadership into your brand. Chapter 6 talks about power up by tweaking your personal style. Chapter 7, talk back to the voice in your head. Talk back to the voice in your head, especially the voice of doubt. Chapter 8, how do other people get self-discipline? That's a very big question because self-discipline becomes paramount in everything you do. No matter how good you are on a particular thing, if you don't apply discipline, you will overdo and run yourself into danger. That won't be your case. Chapter 9, how and why to keep smiling. Chapter 10 talks about the real meaning of networking, and it will surprise you. The real meaning of networking. Chapter 11 talks about what to say when your work is praised. Yes, when you are getting all of the testimonies from your work, there are certain ways to respond to it because some of those praises can be sycophantic. Chapter 12 talks about give positive feedback in smart ways. Chapter 13, get over your fear of looking like a suck up. Chapter 14, use games to create power and direction. That's the chapter 14. Then chapter 15, be praised with clever ways to brag. Chapter 15 talks about get the it factor, create presence. Chapter 17, to make a career shift, start with 1 grain of sugar. To make a career shift, start with 1 grain of sugar, talking about tiny habits, talking about tipping points. Remember tipping point, right? Chapter 18, how to take a career sidestep, 1 sugar grain at a time. Chapter 19, those annoying speech habits may cost you. Chapter 20, does your calendar support your success? How do you align to timing? That's what that chapter is talking about. On to 21, you have prioritize your priorities. We have getting your boss to listen, leading upward, manage the boss in a good way. The Jimmy Fallon touch, good manners help you shine. Chapter 25, do's and don'ts of saying sorry. You don't just say sorry anyhow, so you don't run your business and yourself into timidity. Chapter 26, find the magic 20%. Chapter 27, how to create mentoring that works both ways. Chapter 28, don't be sabotaged by your own frustration. Don't be moved by how the negative feelings are flowing into your minds as a result of, for example, negative result that you're getting from much effort you have already put into the business. Let's go to chapter 29. Yes, you can do something about difficult colleagues. Chapter 30, find or build communities, like a tribe. Chapter 31, make your meeting time more productive. Don't waste any time. 32, how to love your work again in case your heart is failing from what you once loved doing. Chapter 33, make social media work for you. Utilize social media. 34, stress is contagious and debilitating but manageable. Stress, to an extent, is inevitable, but you can manage stress. Chapter 35, snap out of it, coping with career rejection. Chapter 36, how to foster great teams, even if you're not the leader. You can lead from anywhere. That's what it's trying to talk about. And I would recommend you to look for this book by John Maxwell, 360-degree Leader. I will show you the book shortly. Chapter 37, celebrate your wins and dares. Don't be envious. Don't allow covetousness to take over you. Chapter 38, it's usually not okay to be late. Try as much as you can to, inculcate punctuality in all you do so that you can utilize time properly. Chapter 39, measuring progress makes your goals powerful. Yes, evaluation, simple and short. Chapter 40, use those amazing checklists. Always try and as much as you can to mark your to-do list so that you actually know what you have done and what you have not. It helps you in time management. Chapter 41, overcoming big project letdown. 42, know when to forget about status. 43, to lead without authority, know how to head cards. 44, how bigger goals can take you further. Chapter 45, you might hesitate, but keep going. Hello, stay away from stagnation. Keep going. Improvement is the largest room. 46, ageism is real. Deal with it sooner than later. Chapter 47, how to stay steady when change is constant. 48, art can boost your creativity at work. 49, the right way to move on. And then chapter 50, choose to be an optimist. I love this one. Choose to remain positive. Being pessimistic is not acceptable at all. I think it is high time you make up your mind to get a copy of Think Like Entrepreneur, Act Like a CEO. This book is a good read. Kindly get a copy for yourself. Make sure you are reading. Remember, knowledge is light. Seek it with every simplicity it requires. God bless you and bye for now.